We were so close, boys and girls. So close to an amazing DC movie. So goddamn close. Hey, remember that video I made a while back about how I thought Aquaman would be great?
So why do I think Aquaman's going to be great?
I ranted about how awesome of a filmmaker James Wan is and how I believed Wan would save the day.
I think Aquaman will be amazing for one reason, one hero, one vision, one symbol, one man, one James Wan.
Remember when I poked fun at critically shamed screenwriter Will Beall?
And oh God, please, God no.
The guy you work for is an evil person. What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Well, in that video, I was right, and I was, wrong. Let me start by saying that Aquaman isn't great. It's not the next Spider-Man like I had hoped, but it's also not horrible. It pains me to say this, but the film is... fine. The good news is Aquaman looks amazing when they aren't overfilling the frame with CG fish and is by far the best directed DCEU film, in my opinion, of course. The costumes are incredible and incredibly faithful. The goofy tone is perfect for DC. The performances are great, with Patrick Wilson chewing the scenery so hard that I couldn't help but gush over how much fun he's having. Wan isn't afraid to embrace the goofy nature of DC Comics for the Aquaman character. It is clear that my main man James clearly gives a shit about making Aquaman a grand, epic, beautiful adventure film. He cares, and he gets it. He gets that you don't need to make Aquaman a beer-drinking surfer bro to be cool. Wan realizes that being a kind-hearted hero is cooler.
Any great superhero story should make you feel that you've learned something from these characters. And you yourself have the ability to do good.
Because of Wan's tangible love for the movie, the passion in his directing, and his love of Aquaman, I wanted to love this movie. I wanted to adore it. I wanted more than anything to walk out gushing about how great Aquaman is. But sadly, I can't. There's this old saying, you can't polish a turd. Never has this saying been truer. The script for Aquaman is bad. Hot garbage. One of the worst comic book movie scripts of all time. No exaggeration, no hyperbole, I'm dead ass serious. Most lines of dialogue contain an exposition dump followed by a joke that will be dated in 5 years. Characters are all written the same, and the only thing that gives them personality is the performances of the actors and Wan's direction. Without Patrick Wilson's performance, Ocean Master would have been Mr. Freeze level bad. Without Jason Momoa, Arthur would have been Clooney Batman level bad. Without Amber Heard, Mira would be an exposition machine. Without Willem Dafoe, Volko would just be a poor attempt at a fish stick. And none of this would even work, even a little bit, without James Wan. Guys, you don't understand.
I understand.
If they had a different director, this movie would be up there with Batman and Robin and Halle Berry's Catwoman. The script is that bad. Black Manta is shoehorned in. What could have been an emotional plot based around Arthur learning to be a hero, which is what the movie tries to do, is reduced to a series of rushed story beats that disappear at the end of Act 2. Why did you do this? Why did you not save him for the sequel? Or better yet, make this movie entirely about Arthur and Manta? Think about how good that could have been. God. Instead, we get the plot of Thor and the adventure film equivalent of National Treasure. That sounded pretty negative, right? Yeah, I'm so conflicted. A good director can elevate the material and Wan does his best, but this movie is the equivalent of watching Sam Raimi direct the Batman and Robin script. I can't get over how bad this script is. There's a line in this movie pretty early on that made me laugh out loud. I think it goes something like, "You need to live so that you can kill that son of a bitch." Who wrote this thing? Oh yeah, the same man who wrote this.
On my planet, I am kind of a loser, like you. But here, we could be more.
I have nothing but love for an established screenwriter. I would kill to be in his shoes, and I can't even fathom how challenging it must be to write Aquaman. I respect everyone involved in writing this script, but guys, come on. That was a legitimate line of dialogue in the film. Someone was paid millions of dollars to write an Aquaman movie. A movie where you can tell any kind of story you want to. A movie where you can theoretically do anything. And you write this?
I scavenged the high seas. You're the Aquaman. We were bound to meet at some point.
Wan seems to realize how horrific the script is at points and turns stilted dialogue into goof. He covers up the lack of a solid plot with fun and fresh camera moves. He covers up the lack of character development in the script with beautiful costumes and set design. Atlantis is talked about so much and the design of it is great and fresh and colorful, but we never meet any Atlanteans. We only meet the important families, the kings, the key players, but the script lacks anything human. We don't know how the Atlanteans feel about anything. Do they all hate land dwellers? Do they give a shit about who's king? Why don't I ever see Arthur interacting with the average Joe Schmo fish? Instead, I get needless exposition over and over explaining to me how important Arthur is, how crazy Orm is, and how desperate Mira and Vulko are to stop Orm's invasion. I don't give a single swimming shit about Orm's invasion. I've seen these end of the world stakes, or in this case, end of the land stakes before. I've seen this a million times, written a billion times better. Give me a personal story about a boy looking for a mother figure and another boy looking to avenge his father. Give me something with smaller, more intimate, more emotional stakes. No one cares about Doc Ock blowing up the city in Spider-Man 2. We care about Otto crossing the line. We care about Peter possibly losing Mary Jane. No one gives a single fuck about Loki's invasion. We care about the Avengers, our beloved heroes, losing. Do you see my point?
No. I loved Aquaman. You just hate DC. Koch.
Dude, I don't hate DC. I just wanted this movie to be great. I made a goddamn video about how much I love and believe in James Wan. I never read Avengers comics growing up. I never read Iron Man comics. You know what I did read? Aquaman. Nobody wants DC to succeed more than me, but Aquaman, no matter how much Wan puts his heart into it, is another showcase of DC's biggest problem. Characters. The writing of characters. Character development. Relatable characters. Characters we care about. This movie is called Aquaman. You know who the least interesting character in the film is? Arthur Curry. That's not all Wan's fault. That's not Momoa's fault. They both try to get you to care about Arthur Curry, but you can't polish a turd. This film was doomed to be fine from the day the camera started rolling. The script is a turd. Some of the movie is so pretty to look at. The sky is finally fucking blue. A superhero movie where the sky is blue. Hell yes. A giant lava crab. Count me the fuck in. Cinematography that actually tells a visual story and has a plethora of style. Fuck. A DC Comics movie that isn't afraid of being a DC comic. My God, where have you been my whole life? James Wan, a fantastic genre film director. A director with style. A director who cares about what he's making. A director who's going to bring his all to any project. I should have loved this movie. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot to like about Aquaman. You'll see it, you'll be captivated by the visuals, you'll be thrilled to see such comic accurate costumes, you'll be relieved to see this isn't an Edge Fest or a Hot Topic commercial, you'll walk away smiling. But then, you'll go home, you'll sit down, and then you're going to ask yourself a question. The most important question you can ask yourself when it comes to film and to art. Did you care? Did this movie make you feel something real? Did you connect with it? I went home and asked myself the exact same question. I tried to make it a yes. I really fucking tried. But the answer was no. I didn't care. I didn't care, and that sucks. But yeah, fine movie, horrible script, amazing direction, fun performances, 5 fish sticks out of 10. Go see it to show DC you don't want them to go emo again. Bye. Hey guys, I figured I would do a little after credit thank you bit because this is probably the last video I'm going to make before January 1st unless I grind out like a tiny little 5-minute video, but I doubt it. And I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I figured I'd do a little update so that we can cross the 10-minute line so I can make an extra 25 cents off this video. Thank you very much, YouTube. But seriously guys, thank you so much for getting us to 96,000 subscribers. I think we're almost at 100,000, and that number is absurd. I never in a million years thought that 100,000 people would care about what I had to say about superhero movies. I just think that's insane, or just movies in general. So thank you to the guys who have been there since the beginning, before the video essays, when we were making short films, and those of you who were there for Robin, and those of you who sat through all 18 minutes of Robin, and those of you who have voiced your support and messaged me, emailed me, follow me on Twitter, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Thank you. I am literally nothing without you guys. I am nothing without this suit, so I probably shouldn't have it. But anyway, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say, but enjoy your holidays. We got a Titans video coming that's probably going to be 40 minutes long. Get excited for that. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas from HiTop Films. Thank you. Goodbye.